they pop piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option, really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game or even the courage. We live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed to cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men that been to jail before? Whoa, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they gonna click, 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft for the brains. Still want the fame.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready, break. 19 Lions. 77 Wolf. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight.
To throw, it's Milton. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You look at this Carolina defense,
they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
they snap it to Fields.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Carry here for Trevor Etienne. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down.
Here's Milton.
Wilson's got it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Milton. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ted McMillan with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jets sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
His throw incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
To the air again, Fields. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
331. Hey, no line.
Fields now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Jets. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, kid, here we go. Turn, go.
Back to throw, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing in their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Milton now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing is Milton. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw is Milton. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Etienne on the toss right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. At the 10-yard line.
Hey, Cash. 40, 70.
Operating from the gun. Milton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Fields. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
26. 2 yards on
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. And that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about. A lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Panthers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Milton.
That is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted McMillan with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
They'll find Lazard here over the middle. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Fields. And Lazard's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard from 8 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-17.
Jets 17.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Milton. Wilson snags it left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Milton. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here we go. Cougar 19, Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight, 19 Lions.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Xavier Gibson on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Delivering the comebacker, Wilson's got it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's go now.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Milton. To the right side and complete to Washington. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Straight ahead, Etienne. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
2nd and 6.
Mayday. Here we go, son. Hey, never mind, Monday. 319.
Another carry for Pierce. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
That's complete right side to Lazard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Don't jump. Ready? 331. 331. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, listen, we know that kickers are not infallible. Every one of us knows that, but still, down by 3 in the third quarter, this is definitely a makeable distance. But he doesn't hit it quite right, and it remains a 3-point game.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice satisfied run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Slot man moves right. Throwing is Milton. That one complete to Ligon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Milton now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw is Milton. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Down the sideline he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Milton flushed out right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those plays. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll try the left side with ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Milton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Jets. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, Milton.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
He was covered by Jamin Davis.
Here we go. Press on, ladies. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Panthers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
To throw, it's Milton. That is caught. McMillan with it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Ted McMillan.
His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Panthers are able to move back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's Fields.
Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tommy Adebawore able to record his 5th sack of the season.
How about how they spread the field in their formation? All those receivers running around, and not a single one of them finds a window in that zone. Great communication on the back end. Everyone pointing out different guys in their assignments. And guess who pays the price? The quarterback, as he gets dumped.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Eluding the pressure right. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Looking to throw. Milton. He'll get this off to ETN. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Here's Milton. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Carolina.
Let's go now.
A shotgun snap, and again to ETN. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Milton. That one complete to Leggett. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Milton. There's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to the ground with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Here we go. Stop.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And a completion to Wilson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jets, 38.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 65 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. So they needed the onside kick, they got it, now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Now Fields. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, that's legal. And out across midfield down to the 45.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. ETN up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. And that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Easy.
Here's Fields. Pass complete to Edwards. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Second down at the 40.
Here comes second down. All eyes on Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw.
And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Carolina, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.